Oh, bonjour, dickheads! Hello! Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Live. Guess what? It's Monday, the 22nd of September. It is, and we're live. I'm live on, in theory, on YouTube. Definitely YouTube.
Results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
Shut up, Siri. Oh, my mum's in there on YouTube going, "Hey, my little flower of the desert horror things." In theory, we're live on Instagram as well. Hello, Jules Genot and Kyle. Who have we got? What was his name? Kyle Bird. All right, mate. Fucking, do you know what I mean? And in theory, on Facebook as well. So, hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Live. How are you? How are you, everyone? What's been going on? Marie Storkeland, hi from Norway. Hello. I'm hoping you came to my show last week or a couple of weeks ago. Was it last week? I guess it was a couple of weeks ago in Oslo. Manuel, hello. Hi. Good to see you yesterday at the show here in Paris, back home in Paris. Whoop, whoop. Listen, do you know what? Right now is my 19th day in a row working. Is anyone out there beating me? Who else is working too many days in a row? This is my 19th day working straight. So tomorrow, I'm happy to have a day off. And Wednesday, before I go to Geneva, Zurich, and Morges this weekend for my shows. So, hello. Do you know what I mean? Right. What's going on? How are you all? Control-Alt-Delete says, bad. I'm getting my first glasses this week. I wish my eyes wouldn't betray me before 50. 50? Mate, that's a good amount of time to not have glasses for. I mean, 50? My wife, she hit 40 on the day and her eyes just went, so congratulations. That's good. Oh, Xavier Thibault, there's the Ballon d'Or, the golden boot, the golden ball, whatever it's called. I don't watch football. I don't care. Who's winning it, Xavier? I don't know any of the players. I don't care. Hello from Bordeaux. Ollie Hilton says, I just taught my first university class in French for the first time. Hey, congratulations, Ollie. Cheers. Santé. This looks disgusting, doesn't it? Paul, what the fuck are you drinking? I'm drinking coconut water. Why? It's a great question, and I'm glad you fucking asked. Because my wife and I had a few to drink last night, and we are a little hungover. We had some margaritas last night. I made some margaritas on the way back from my show, and shit-faced. Nick Jones drums. Oh, Nick Jones drums. Hello, mate. Join a band and you will work every day on tour. Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, don't tell me about it. I mean, do tell me about it. Because I imagine tour life is even, worse than comedy tour life. Music tour life, because you're in a tour bus, no one sleeps, everyone's snoring, everyone's up till 4 a.m, everyone's doing fuck all until like 3 p.m. on the day when you arrive at the venue, right? This is what I've heard. I've never been on one, although I have been invited by my friend Charlie Winston to join him on tour, on his tour bus at some point this winter when I'm finished my tour. So hopefully I'll get the experience, because it seems a bit cool. Do you know what I mean? Control-Alt-Delete, you're 46. All right, mate. All right. Marie says, 50, lucky I started at 10. Yeah, I started probably at 14 was when I needed glasses for the first time. And I realised it because I was sat next to this girl in class. And she, we were reading like the whiteboard. And she could read what was being written and I couldn't. And I borrowed her glasses and I tried them on. I was like, I can see now. What's going on? So then I got glasses, but I didn't really wear them that much, to be honest, for quite a while, until really early 20s. Please come back to Prague. Listen, I just got back from, well, I didn't just get back. I left Prague on Tuesday last week. And so yeah, I'm not going back anytime soon. However, the shows were amazing in Prague. I really had a great time. It was fun. Kim G, the show in New York was a banger. Well, thanks very much, Kim G. I loved it. Bratislavat, why was there such a long break for Monday Night Live and why is it starting again now? I tell you why. Just because I got busy and I got bored. I had nothing else to talk about, I think. And so I did Monday Night Live for like a year and then was it like a year? I feel like it was September. Yeah, it was, maybe it was 2 years. Was it a year or two? I can't remember. Anyway, and then I wasn't on tour. I wasn't really, whatever. I wasn't in the mood. So, when it was the summer holidays, I did it and then it never came back. And then I got bored of not doing it. So I was like, hey, I miss chatting to people, on a Monday night. Because everyone hates Mondays, so why wouldn't we hang out on a Monday? I do this every Monday, and I will do it every Monday now on YouTube, Instagram, fucking Facebook as well. That's because that's what we're doing. Because why not? Maybe someday your footballer brother will win the Ballon d'Or. No. Yes, Paul, Lamine Yamal. I do know Lamine Yamal. I do, yeah. He's the only footballer I do know recently because he is the reason that England lost the European Championships a couple of years ago. Nick Jones, am I still off the sauce? No, I'm drinking, but just not tonight because I, got drunk last night. So, yeah. What else? Do you normally do shows in Dublin? I mean, I don't normally do them, but I did do... the show in Dublin in March, at the beginning of March, and it was amazing. It was the day that France beat Ireland in the Six Nations rugby. So you can imagine what the French audience were like, fucking being all like, we won the... Shut up. Dalin, 66. Salut tout le monde depuis le métro. On sort du rodage de Pierre Thévenoud avec Raquel et Sophie. Bonsoir à tous les dickheads. Oh, it's Linda Wonder Woman. Daline, Linda, I get it now. So they're in the metro. Hello, live from the metro. I hope you've got headphones on and I'm not just shouting at people in the metro randomly. And you went to Pierre Thévenoud, who's a good friend of mine. You went to his work in progress shows. Well, I hope the work is in progress. HJ Pat, any advice for a comedian just starting out? Oh, great question, HJ. I tell you what, the best advice is don't do it. I'm joking. My best advice is to get on stage. There's no other way you can do this. It's like driving a car, right? You can learn all of the theory of driving a car, but until you actually get in the car and you put your foot on the clutch and you try and do the gears and you're like, this doesn't work properly. When you think it is going to work properly, you're like, well, in theory, you just put the clutch in and then you slightly take it out. You put the accelerator down, first gear, and then you're off. But then it takes a little while. It's the same with comedy, right? You can learn how to be funny or write jokes or tell fun stories with an arc and the beginning, middle, and an end, blah, blah, blah. Or you just do it, right? And you have to get on stage. And the first time you do it, it'll be like, when you put the clutch in the car and you're in first gear and it all suddenly goes and you're like, oh shit, that's what the first 5 years of comedy is like. And then you start feeling better. And then sometimes, if you're lucky enough to be able to do it for that long, then some of the stuff becomes automatic, like driving a car. Aside from that, obviously do the stage stuff, but the only way, I'm presuming if you're starting out as a comedian, you want to, get more exposure and do bigger gigs and, kind of have notoriety. The only way that you're doing that is through social media in 2025, probably for the next couple of years until something else happens where it changes the whole thing again. So that's my advice. Get on stage, do the jokes, and then start building some community online and videos, anything. Just throw shit to the wall and see what sticks. Bratislava, did you go to the Oasis concert this summer? Yes, I did, in Wembley. And how much did you sell your kidney to afford it? The tickets were like €200. or something like that each. And in the end, my friend, I got a friend, right? I've got a mate who has got a lot of money and he never pays me back for anything, the fucking prick. So he's supposed to pay me back because he didn't come because he dropped, he broke his nose with a can of baked beans. I'm not joking. He opened his cupboard, baked beans, crack, smashed his nose. So he couldn't come. So some other friends came. What else is going on? When's your next marathon? Probably the Paris Marathon next year. I'd like to try. But as I said on a previous episode of Monday Night Live, I'm going to try and do the 7 world major marathons for my 40th birthday. Oh, Laurent Trizzo. How was the Orval Brussels, Paul? Better than the Stella? Yeah, right. So a bit of a in-joke here for the people that came to the show in Brussels. All 1,600 of you. Basically, on my rider for my shows, I have a beer. Like beers or non-alcoholic beers I can take on stage with me. And the promoter had Stellas, alcoholic and non-alcoholic Stellas. And I said to the promoter, by the way, they are from the Flemish part of Belgium, right? Not the French part of Belgium. So the promoters are. And so I said to him, I'm like, Stella, really? I can't walk out in Brussels with a Stella. He's like, no, Stella's like a good beer for us. I'm like, are you sure? I don't think it is. Are you sure? And he's like, yeah. I think it's like, the best sort of average beer that you can get. I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel like it is. So anyway, I was like, I will bet you money that I'm going to ask the audience and they're going to tell me whether Stella is a good beer or not, right? And so I walk out to the audience with my beer and I'm like, by the way, Brussels, this 1,600 of you here, I'm drinking a Stella. What do you think? And the whole fucking room just went, boo, boo. I was like, there you go. I told you it was shit. And so I asked the audience which beer I should get. And everyone told me I should be getting an Orval. And I didn't understand. Everyone was like, there was a couple of other suggestions, but Orval seemed to be the one that everyone was going for. And so for the whole show, I was asking, can someone get me a fucking beer? And it took for about 3/4 of the show to go through where Manu, my light and sound guy, he brought me another fucking Stella because they didn't have any Orval. But it all was good because after the show, we went to the bar next door to the venue. And this is what happened. I got my Orval over here and it was delicious. It was strong, but not taste-wise. Do you know what I mean? So it was great. Who are the most obnoxious with football, English people or French people? I vote for French as a Belgian. No, English people, I think. Well, it depends, right? The thing is with the English hooligans, classic, right? English classic hooligans, I think are worse than the French racailles. I don't know. I hate them both, to be honest with you. But I would say it's probably the English, especially abroad, when we go abroad. Oh, Linda's got the new AirPods 3, so you're not listening to the Metro. I fucking ordered them. I still haven't got them yet. I'm still like a loser with the AirPods 2. Oh, wait, hold on. The AirPods 3 or the AirPods Pro 3? Linda? It depends. It depends, Lud. Comprends-tu, Corliss? Oh, AirPods 3 Pro. Yeah. AirPods Pro 3? I don't know. I got sucked in this year to all the Apple shit. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, including the new iPhone Air, just to see what it was like. Do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, let me see what the new iPhone Air is like, and I'm enjoying it so far. I've had it for 2 days. Have I? When did I get back from Berlin? Yeah, das ist gut, yeah. I got back on Saturday, so Saturday night, Sunday night, yeah, like two nights basically. We've been to see your show in Berlin. Speaking of Berlin, Scheiße. Fucking Berlin. What an amazing venue, by the way, in Berlin. It's called The Punchline. They've just opened it. Let me see if I can get this photo here and show you the venue. So it's called The Punchline. It's this amazing comedy club with all these like beautiful lights. It looks amazing. That's my daughter in her little outfit. So look at that. The photo is a bit weird because it's kind of bluey purple and it doesn't look the greatest, but it's amazing. Let me see if I've got another. The photo. Do you know what? I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a photographer in the chat that can tell me why blue doesn't work well with cameras. Whether it's a real camera like this one that I'm filming on, or like an iPhone. The color blue, like blue lights, do some weird shit. Is there any like photo scientist in the audience tonight that we can figure it out? Because I'd like to find out. Jimmy Gallagher, are you related to the Oasis brothers? Quand un passage à Lille, à Lens, sorry, Lens, I don't even know where Lens is. Lens? Lens, where are we? Lens. Oh, it's not far from Lille. It's like right next to Lille. Is that the same Lens? I don't know, mate. Greetings from SoCal, Paul. Tiki bar barmen are still dicks even after your visit. Oh, Jeff. Hello, mate. How are you? So we went to a tiki bar after my show in Los Angeles, and the barmen were not very friendly. They were just like kicking people out, just the most unfriendly. Well, it wasn't that. It was like they were just in a fucking rush to get you your drink. You know, we went up there. There was like, all right, to be fair, there was like 6 or 7 of us at the bar, and you know, we're trying to order the 6 or 7 drinks. Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? That's amongst ourselves, and the barman's like, come on. We ain't got time for this shit. We're like, dude, fucking calm it down. I almost like got properly angry. So luckily I didn't know. What else? What else have we got? Let me scroll right the way down. See if there's any iPhone. I know blue LEDs were the hardest to manufacture. When LED appeared, it may be linked. Maybe it is. I don't know. Vienna. I've been to your show in Vienna. You were amazing. Did you find out what the Germans think of the Austrians? I didn't have time, to be honest with you. In Berlin, I didn't think about telling them that you guys thought they're dickheads. I don't know. They probably hate you as well. What else have we got? Have you done the whole live Pokraj translation thing on the AirPods? No. See, I think like the live translation thing, I'm not sure it's going to be of any use. I don't know. Because first of all, it's not available in Europe, right? Because there's some European Union law situation where, I don't know, they have to like regulate it and figure out if it, so it doesn't work in Europe, so it's pointless basically, because in America, what have you got? I mean, the thing is like, I don't know, it feels like we've been getting by talking to each other as humans in different languages for centuries, right? And we just kind of figure it out. Now, if you're really stuck, it can come in useful where the person's speaking to you, but it just looks so awkward, where you have to sit there, person speaks to you, it gets translated, and then when you speak back, you have to show them your iPhone screen with the translation. I guess it'll be useful at some point in certain situations, like let's say you lose your passport in a foreign country. Well, no, because you'd still go to your own embassy then, wouldn't you? You know what I mean, though? If you're like in a random country that speaks a different language, yeah, but the language has to be available for the translation. So if it's just French and Spanish and Italian or whatever, it's fucking useless. So yeah. Right. Still haven't found out the answer to this question here about the iPhone, not the iPhone, the colours. The colours. Maxime Boutet speaking about sports. We weren't speaking about sports, but, well, we were, football. How about Canada kicking English arse next week on the Women's Rugby World Cup final? Not happening. Come on, England. Hopefully, by the way, the Canadians are not even pros. They're amateurs who need a fundraiser to pay the entry fee. Fucking hell, mate. Yeah, there are things happening in women's sports, and it's going in the right direction, but not quick enough. So yeah, hopefully the English women will destroy the Canadians, just like we destroyed the French, which I was very happy about. Oh, on a enfin vu ta participation dans Aline dimanche soir sur TF1. So, there's a film about it's the biopic of Celine Dion in French. It's called Aline, and I'm in it. And apparently it was on TF1. Amazing! I love it. Capucine, sorry to ask, but or keep asking, when are you coming back to Singapore? I was in Singapore in May. Capucine, I saw you about 4 years ago. Incorrect, it was 2 years ago. I was in Singapore in 2023 and this year. So Capucine, you missed the show. Sorry. And when am I going to be back? I don't know. I don't know. Right, what else? What else have we got? What else? I tell you what. Byron, salut Paul, comment ça va la tournée? Pas trop fatigué? Yes, I'm exhausted. The tour is going well, but I'm exhausted. As I said, this is day 19 in a row of me working. Today's a work day. I haven't done a lot today. It's mostly admin, and I'm doing this. So this is an hour. This is the same energy for me as an hour on stage. In fact, this is even more energy than an hour on stage because I'm not getting any energy back except for written energy. So you're coming to see me in Geneva on Thursday. I can't wait. I love Geneva. It's always a fun show. And then the next day is Zurich on Friday. And then Saturday is Morges. The most random city on this entire tour. There was something that I saw though. There was something I was thinking of that I was like, oh, I tell you what. Before I forget, people, I'm not doing it today, but I'll do it next Monday, I used to do a thing called Terrible Translations, where you send me your most terrible translations that you've seen online, in real person. If there's a video of something funny, language related, send it to me by email, and then we'll talk about it the next week, and I'll go through them, because it's always a fun section. I keep forgetting to give you the email. The email is translations@paultaylorcomedy.com, right? So send me your worst translations that you will see out and about, whether it's at an airport, on a restaurant menu, stuff like that, and send it to me. Send it to me. I'll give you an example, right, of a terrible translation. Well, actually, it wasn't really a terrible translation. It was a bit of a legendary fun thing that happened in Manchester, of all places. Manchester into UK. Yeah, why am I speaking with a German accent? No one cares. And this is a bit of a spoiler for a video that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks for the L'Hilarious Comedy Festival, which I did in January. So anyway, this was out and about in, where do you call it? Manchester. So Manchester, there's this restaurant, and the first thing that hit me, right, was the play on words in French, right? It's a Vietnamese restaurant, I think, and it's called pho cul, which in French means that you are, what does it mean in French? Un faux cul, someone who is like who's a fake person. You would say like, oh, everyone in Hollywood is a faux cul, like they're all a bit false and fake, right? But then I started thinking, hold on, I'm not in France, right? So faux cul doesn't make sense. So then I was like, well, is there an English play on words? And there's an English play on words, because the soup in English, the Vietnamese soup we call pho. Is it Vietnamese? I think it's pho. So we pronounce it pho instead of pho, as in the French say pho, the English say pho. And then I was like, this is amazing because it's pho cul. So there's like a double play on words between faux cul in French and fuck you. It's amazing. So that's the kind of stuff that I want you to send me to translations@paultaylorcomedy.com, and we will go through them. I'll go through the best ones every week as a little, as a little fun segment to do on this live. So yeah, there we go. Right, what else have we got? What are the questions? What else is happening? Oh, Duane Almeida, front row seat to see you in Geneva. Amazing. Love it. I'll see you on Thursday. What else have we got? We've got like 5 more minutes before I go to the after party on Patreon. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's a good question, if there's something fun. There you go. Oh yeah, Terrible Translations is back. Yeah, we're going to do it. Right, Patrick Schnueli, to answer the actual question about the blue lights, the 3 reasons why blue lights is difficult to photograph, there are 3. I presume that you've looked up on ChatGPT. I like you, my friend. Chromatic aberration in the lens, causing it to focus blue light imperfectly in front of the retina. Okay, that sounds great. The scattering of shorter blue wavelengths by the atmosphere and within the eye's vitreous humor, creating a hazy effect. It sounds like a lot of bollocks to me. The eye's limited blue sensitive cone cells which hinder detailed vision in pure blue light. See, this is good, but it's still, I mean, can you ask it to give us a basic answer? To what's the word? You know what I mean. To make it more digestible. Digestible. Pokraj Roy says, fuck you very much. Well, thanks very much. Kristen Kim, you ate at Foku in February. Were you in Manchester? Fucking Manchester. Fucking mad for it. Do you know what I mean? It is Vietnamese. Thanks very much. The comments are later than... I could just talk for an hour without seeing your comments, but this is fun. What else? So we have to send him translations with insults. No, not necessarily insults, but they're always the funniest, right? Let's be honest, they're the funniest ones. But it can be just basic stuff. Like one of the ones that drove me nuts in Paris a few years ago, they've now changed it because, you know, was at the airport, right? At Charles de Gaulle Airport. I don't know if I've still got it, right? I don't know if it'll find it on here. If I say welcome... There used to be a sign at Charles de Gaulle Airport, but it's not going to come up. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, no. No, it's not going to find it. Welcome, bienvenue en France. That works. There was a bilingual sign at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Maybe it was Orly. Should I type in Orly? Orly Airport, là. Calice d'Airport de Marde. About Roissy, because that's technically... Oh, I might find it I might find it now that I've typed in Roissy into my phone. When would this have been about? When's that photo from? 2018? Would have been about that time. Maybe just a bit before, a bit after. Do you know what I mean? No, I can't find it. Too long, Paul. We don't care anymore. Shut up. Anyway, the sign used to say, in French it said Bienvenue à Paris. No, it didn't even say it in French. It was all bilingual. It said Bienvenue in Paris. And it drove me nuts because I'm like, we don't say Bienvenue in Paris. It's either Bienvenue to Paris or Bienvenue à, it'd be Bienvenue à Paris. But it didn't, because people would say, because in is dans, right? Dedans, like inside. It's like, when French people say welcome in France. No, welcome to France. Welcome to Paris. Welcome to England. Welcome to Wrexham. Whatever it is. It's not in. You can't welcome anyone in a city. And I tagged Paris airports on the post, but I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it's gone. It's in my photos somewhere. But they fixed it now. Now it just says it in French. Or it says, Paris vous aime. Like, Paris loves you. No, it fucking doesn't! So yeah. Right. What else? Let's do one more. I'll do one more quick question and then I will join everyone for the after party if you follow me on patreon.com/Paul Taylor, where you can buy me a virtual beer and you get exclusive content and access to the after party every Monday where we chat and I actually tell you how I'm feeling. Alessandro says, it sounds like Patrick Snooley's been on the sauce. Right, what else? One more. All right, I'll do this one. I love your accent. Should I come to your show? You should absolutely, come to the show. You've got a choice. You can come to Geneva on Thursday, Zurich on Friday, Morges on Saturday, or what else am I doing the week after? I think I'm doing Luxembourg the week after that. I think I'm doing Dubai the week after that. Then I'm doing Monaco the week after that. And then, Morocco a couple of weeks after that. And then I'm doing the whole of France in English next year. So come and see the show. If you're looking to get tickets, the tickets are on my website. It's paultaylorcomedy.com/tickets. All right, Monday Night Live for Monday the 22nd of September. This is fun. I tell you what, next week we're going to finish with terrible translations, because it's always a fun way to finish the Monday Night Live. Patreon. I'll see you in a couple of minutes for the after party. Everyone else, thank you for being here and asking me some questions for this wonderful Monday night. And I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you next Monday, basically. Do you know what I mean? All right. Bisous, bye.